Good morning. It is 6:26 a.m. on Monday, November 11th, 2019, Veterans Day, if I'm not mistaken. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I had a hard time getting to sleep last night, probably because I slept in until 12:30 p.m. yesterday. And I think the two things may be related. But in any event, here I am. I woke up. I got up. I'm doing the thing. Yeah. That's my doing the thing cry. Yeah. Feels good. Yeah. Uh I pretty much did what I was planning to do this weekend, aka not much of anything. I was really just kind of saying, "Yep, this is a relaxation weekend. I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to play video games." And that's what I did. I played a bunch more of The Outer Worlds, which I'm continuing to enjoy. I'm a little surprised though, just because I feel like I heard some estimates of people saying, "Oh, it's only about 20 hours long." I, unless I'm way closer to the end than I would guess just based on playing it, it seems to me like it's longer than that. But I don't know. In any event, continuing to enjoy that. I definitely like the exploration that it's getting to, where the some of the real awful excesses of capitalism are treated as sort of de facto, like everybody knows that it's definitely real, but it is examining with some nuance, like that it's not a simple solution. It's not like just a matter of, okay, well, just fix it and then everything's perfect. It's like, no, it's complicated and not everybody wants the same thing and not everybody would benefit from the same kind of system. And, it's complicated. And so seeing how the story plays out differently in the different areas is, it's neat. And then, of course, the writing is just good generally. The characters are interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like running around on there and, uh, you know, shooting the monsters, talking to the NPCs, so on. I'm continuing to enjoy the Watchmen TV show, although, and I guess it it's clearly trying to emulate the original, which has, a whole little sort of clockwork mechanism where there are big reveals right at the end. It seems clear that this one is trying to do that. So, what that does mean, though, is that a lot of these mysteries are being kind of strung out. Strung out makes it sound like it's too long, but I guess I'm just sort of, maybe the emotion that I'm feeling right now is just impatience, that I want to know the answers to some of those questions. It reminds me of how sometimes on a TV show where you really relate to the characters, when things happen on the TV show, excuse me, that are bad for those characters that you like, and you feel bad for them because you empathize with those characters, sometimes that feeling bad can cross wires in your head to thinking that the show is bad. And so, especially sometimes when you get fandoms of TV shows where people kind of can take their enthusiasm for a show. Like, fandoms, I'm not saying are bad in general, but I think it's true that when a show does start to develop a significant fandom, that is going to include, at one end of the bell curve, people who are unreasonable and take things too seriously. Every show has that. I think some fandoms have, a broader bell curve than others in that regard, like, in terms of like more people who act like that than others. But I guess I just sort of feel like there's always going to be people who, I don't know. I don't have a well thought out point here. I guess it's just a matter of, I recall in the past having experiences where people can't easily separate the feeling of I'm sad because the story wants me to be sad, but I don't want to be sad. And so I'm saying that the story is bad writing because it made me feel a way that I didn't want to feel, which is an interesting sort of human reaction. Like, you can understand it on certainly a base level, but it's also true that at certain points, like with serialized storytelling, there have to be low points or else the high points don't mean anything. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have like coherent thoughts on all this pointed out. So, in any event, it is Veterans Day, and so if you have service members in your life, make sure you thank them for their service. I have had service members in my family. Um, okay, yeah, I have, and so service members, thank you for your service. All of that good stuff. Once again, if I had like planned that out better, I maybe could have been more coherent. So in any event, I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.